Hi everyone, this is Koinzell here. So I'm gonna catch up on the BDM Taiwan patch notes review. I actually haven't done it for 3 weeks now, so I'm gonna do 3 updates worth in one shot. So the very first one would be the 3 weeks ago, we actually got the Fletcher, which is the Archer Awakening. So the concept is actually very nice, and in fact when I first saw the Archer video, this was the class that I was impressed with, not the one using the crossbow, but the one using this giant Rambo. But I have actually not did my class change yet. Like I said, I've been busy with the game so far. So I have been busy in real life so far. So I have not actually bothered to try out Fletcher and experiment with him yet. Don't really have the time, and most of the time because I am busy, I am AFK farming, so I'm still using the Archer, which is one of the strongest class for AFK farming basically, in chaos zones anyway. Okay, so but my guildmates, I would say that actually almost majority of the archers have changed to Fletcher. And the general sentiment is that Fletcher is a very good counter against Archmage because of his invulnerability. He also has the same invulnerability, and his invulnerability is the one where he jumps out into the air and fires 2 shots. So that skill is the perfect counter when the Archmage comes in and attempts to freeze you with Frigid Fort. This is the perfect counter. So we really welcome this Fletcher on our Taiwan server since Archmage is getting out of hand really. You can tell from the fact that Archmage actually just got nerfed in Korea this week. The Frigid Force freeze time has been reduced from 2 seconds to about approximately 1.4 to 1.5 seconds in terms of the overall feel of it, because the patch notes doesn't say exactly how much they reduce, they just say that it's reduced slightly. But there are a lot of players who did testing on the Korea server, and they are saying that it's about 1.4 to 1.5 seconds now instead of 2 seconds, which I feel is it's a right step, the balance to the Archmage. And in fact, I think it should have been reduced to 1 second. But I guess the developers do not want to overdo it, so they are just reducing it to like 1.5 seconds, and they probably just monitor further. Because Archmage is getting way too imba, especially the long invulnerability using that Frigid Fort is too ridiculous. You can freeze, you can CC, and you are invulnerable at the same time. And that is like the ultimate in JVG. Especially when you're at your opponent's base, you can really last very long at the base. So yeah, I'm not a fan of Archmage at the moment because she's really way too OP. And Fletcher is really a good counter against her. Okay. I'll probably try to find a chance to do a separate Fletcher video. Okay, so this is the new world boss that we have, which is the Ocean World boss. Basically, he's an oversized Megalodon. So you're all gonna use your cannons to hit the Megalodon, basically, as you can see here. So I already done a video on the very first time that I did the combat against the Megalodon. Just have not had the time to like add my voiceover and commentary on it yet. Okay. So you get these skills, which is the boss skills for selling, and you get this Gorgeous Tears item, which here it says that in future you'll be able to use this. And on Korea server, it has been revealed that basically there's a Gorgeous statue that you can sort of offer the tears to and get CP in return. So that's the gist of this. And the very nice thing is that you get to spend your ocean currency, which I think the literal translation is something like Aquila currency, to attempt to get all the different tiers. You can get all the different tiers of the ship, the gear for it. So right now we are at tier 3. So tier 3, the ship will gives us the purple grade. You can use the purple grade cannon and purple grade ship armor. So this is the, I mean, this is obviously the blue one, which is very cheap. The purple one is almost, it's about 6.7k each. So this, along with the next update, is the only way you can try to get your Ocean CP higher. Yeah, there's a separate CP for Ocean, which you will get the ranking system here. So I actually welcome this because with one more ranking system, it means that there's additional 2 black pearls per day. So that's nice, I guess. And the thing about the ocean so far, the ocean content so far is 100% F2P. As it's pure luck based for your CP. In order for your CP to be very high, it's really pure luck in terms of whether you succeed on the enhancement of the cannon, enhancement of the ship armor. But as of now, it's full F2P. There's no way anyone can spend on any cash to try to boost their chances for the ocean CP. Okay, these are just like forecasts of the next update, so I don't need to touch down them since I'm going to go to the next update soon. The important update here is that one of the island in the Ross region has become a port. So at least you don't need to travel so far every time you go into the ocean just to start your activity, because you actually have to travel through 2 sea regions to get to Ross. Yeah. So this is a very welcome change. The rest of this is really more quality of life changes. Especially this is important to note, where the requirement to kill the border enemies in order to get to the third tier of the ship has been reduced from 100 to 50. When you guys eventually get ocean, the 100 is going to be quite tough because the mobs are very scarce. The ocean mobs for this are very scarce, and they do hurt quite a bit if you don't have the proper enhancement levels. Okay, so I forgot what's the name for this, the void gear. Okay, anyway, let's just call them the fantasy because you'll never get them. So the fantasy armor, helmet, and shoes, they have boost the CP to more than, it's about double that of chaos gear right now. Yeah, it's about double of the chaos gear right now, prior to like any enhancements, etc. Just a very very base level. So this is finally making it worth the fantasy, but like I say, it's a fantasy, so yeah, it's like, oh, there's a 1.6k armor, oh nice, but you'll never get it, so why bother? Okay, the packages, I'm probably not going to talk about them since in fact some of the packages are already down, are no longer selling already. This was a good package. This was a package I used to get a few more +8 on my gear. Yeah, I have more than 1 +8 now. Let's see what else. Okay, I think I can move on to the next update. It's taking longer than expected. It's about 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes into the video now. Okay, so the week after that, which was last week, we got a new Ancient Ruins, and this time it's a different concept where the original Ancient Ruins is here. You have got a separate tab with a different name and a different boss, the Ancient Ruin boss. The thing is, both of these translates to ancient in English, so I don't know what the translation will be, but I'll just temporarily call this like Primal Ancient or something. So Primal Ancient Ruin. This boss is an elemental boss, and he switches elements between fire, ice, lightning. What else? No, only just 3, I think. There's no earth element. So the point of defeating this boss is really just to get this special material here, as you can see. But the use of this material has not been revealed yet. And you notice that there's this blue material here, which is a material that you get from Buraka, and it's also the material that we got from the previous Chaos Seed events, just right before we got the Chaos Zones and Chaos Gear. Yeah. So it's limited by this. Like even I myself, I only have 100 plus of this, so that's the amount of time I can do this. And there are 3 different difficulties for this primer. The last difficulty being at 25k CP. It's not too bad. It uses up 10k Ancient Ruin tablets at once, and there's no multiplier. It's really just do 10k at once every time. Okay, this is the silver. Sorry, this is the XP and the silver. 59 million silver, 22 million SP, 27.5k Asian gold coins. It's okay, I guess. It's not too bad in terms of the relic fragments as well as the lightstone fragments that it gives. It's about 12k each time you spend on this. Each run it gives for the third difficulty, it gives you about 12k of each, and also 12k alchemy fragments. But no worries, I'll upload video of it so that you guys can see how it's like. What else? Okay, this is a change where the arena ranking you can adjust it. So nothing much to talk about. It's just that you get the rewards the moment you hit the rank. So I guess it's to incentivize people to play the ranking more, the rank arena more. It's very hard to get rank arena queue in Taiwan right now. You really have to wait for quite a bit of time. So in terms of like the overall black pearls that you get, this is it. Okay. And you still do get a end of season reward as well, as you can see here. This is the glory medals. What else? There's auto enhancement added. All this is very welcome, otherwise it's a pure torture to enhance it manually when the failure rate is so high. At least when it's auto enhancement, it just zooms past. Okay, what else? There are 2 islands where you can take the bounty quest from instead of just the 3 ports. So that's really a more of a quality of life change. And they have changed the quest such that some of the quests will give you the parts required for upgrading your ship. The parts are actually the hardest thing to collect compared to even killing the border mobs to get the next tier of ship and go to the next region. Without the next tier of ship, right, you actually can't go on to the next region. They create a thunderstorm effect where without the next tier of ship, when you go, for example, if you don't have the tier 3 ship and try to go into the Ross region, you will die within seconds because there's a thunderstorm that will just wreck your boat or ship. Okay. World boss HP reduce, attack increase. Really just to make sure that you can kill him faster, I guess. But he's still of quite a bit of a challenge right now. Okay, finally we are getting a improvement to our login rewards. No, should I say this login rewards or the time that you spend online? So if you spend 4 hours, you get all rewards. And finally, it has been increased from 180 to 200. I think we have had 180 for like almost a year, at least a year. So it's nice that they finally give us the next tier, although they probably could have given more, really. Okay, more tiers, I mean. Oh, with the change of that primer ancient ruins, or should I just call it primer ruins? Yeah, we changed to the primer ruins, right? The bounty mission has been changed from 30 times to 1 time, since you can't use the multiplier. Okay, what else? Yeah, not much. Okay. There is some change here, which is that the Shy has been reworked, Shy has been buffed, and one of the skill has been very cute. It actually summons a bear for you. It's a huge bear, it's very obvious. You definitely see the bear. So it's quite interesting. It's quite cute or hilarious. You see the bear in action. I'll find a chance to do a separate video on this Shy. Yeah, these are just bug fixes, nothing much. Sorry, that's bug fix. This is also a bug fix. This means a fix. This is just making such that the teleportation skill doesn't work in PoG. Okay, now we are finally on to the update this week. This week's update is very, very simple. We are actually getting the season 7 of our PoG, the very next season of it. So as we progress through the seasons, right, the base CP of the medal is higher and higher. So orange is at 1153 APA and 1153 DP. Pink is at 1306 and 1306. So and together with this, we are actually getting a new difficulty of the PoG. We're actually getting the 16th difficulty. Although I don't know why they put this screenshot. I think they put the wrong screenshot. This is still 15. They should be showing the 16th grade. 16 is the required CP is 115k CP. Yeah, no, actually it's here. 115k CP to enter. The rest of it is pretty much standard, and then with Halloween, now you get the Halloween decoration and some of the towns along with the music. Yeah, nothing much here for Crimson Lotus and the Meiwa Awakening. Yong. Some slight changes to the way their skill works. I wouldn't call this a buff or rework. Oh, but just one thing to share. Raven actually got a buff this week in Korea, quite a huge rework. And other than her skills being faster, stronger, she, with the usage of that Dark Fragment, she actually has 2 skills with invulnerability now. So that brings her very up to par with Fletcher and Archmage. How strong exactly? I don't know until I get a chance to try her out. And since we are likely getting her next week, her changes, I think you guys might get it together with us in Taiwan server. The last time Reaper was getting a buff. Sorry, not Reaper. Raven. It was Raven, sorry. Raven. So last time Raven was buffed. It was also at the same time for both Taiwan and global. So if we do get it next week, you guys will be getting it as well. So that should be good news for the Raven players if there are still any. Okay, but for us, the reason why I think the class buffs are going to be more aggressive. There's going to be more class buffs since on the BD1 Taiwan and Korea, the class change package has already been reduced to a 4,000 black per chest that contains all the materials required. So I think that's the reason why they're going to be more aggressive with all the rework of the classes and the buffs. Okay, so let's just oh crap, I realized that it's so late. Let me just go into banquet. Okay. Just realized that I forgot to pause the recording just now. I guess it's fine. You guys can see the banquet entrance. So you see that I already bought some of the packages here. So this week, right? This package, I was honestly speaking, is really not too bad in terms of the value that you can get from this. After all, you spend this amount, you get 4,000 black pearl, 4,000 white pearls, 30k boss rush, and one of each of these chests, which has an RNG chance to give you 1,500 black pearls to 3,500 black pearls, as well as 20k to 40k boss stamps. So you can imagine the amount of boss stamps that you get here is like 50 to 70k. Which is why when I did the BDN Global review this week, I was saying that 7.5k for 41 SG isn't that great. If I were to just do a comparison, right, it's like 100 plus SGD is 17k in Global, whereas for here we are getting 70k. I mean, obviously the game is on a different state, but what I'm trying to say is that you will eventually reach a stage where the boss stamps you'll just be able to get more and more. So it's really about how prudent you want to be with your spending. Oh, and for these, right, when you buy 2 of these, they will give you a bonus 20k boss stamps as well. In terms of CP value, this is definitely high, but just that I personally don't really need this at this moment, so I don't want to spend on this, that's all. Okay, the next one is a fairly straightforward package. There's no RNG factor. It's just 800 white pearls, 500 black pearls, 30 of the stream material that's required to enchant the orange costume, mythical costume, and 2 extra entries for PoG Season 7. It's actually not too bad. You can only buy 2 of this per week. Well, I don't feel that it's that worth, so that's why I didn't purchase this. Okay, for this, okay, I'm gonna go with my memory. Actually no, let me go and find the notes. Okay, so this is the one that I found. This is the one that I actually bought already, and this package, right, is about 59 SGD. What it gives is 2,000 white pearls, 4 of the extra entry PoG tickets, and a random chance of getting one of this, which is 20k restoration scroll or 25k restoration scrolls, 10k valor token or 15k valor tokens, and 6 to 10 PoG extra entries. So not too shabby, I guess. It's also the only way you can get a lot more PoG extra entries for the new season of PoG. So this is the reason why I bought it. I already covered this just now. What else? Okay, so this is a very high value package where they give you like a pre-Halloween package where you can only buy this once a month. And what they are giving is 400 white pearls, 5 3-hour lucky scroll. This lucky scroll gives you 5% reduction and discovery to the spoils of war. So this is very important for the 24/7 farming in Hadum. And you get 10k ancient ruin tablets, 7k Gabella tokens, and 200 totems. So that's why this value is high. I already bought this already. Oh, okay, I actually didn't realize that there's this package. This is something new to me because it only happened on Sunday. So on Sunday, you can buy 3 of this package here. 800 white pearls, 590 TWD is about 23 SGD. So this gives like 23 SGD is about 15 USD. Yeah. So this gives 3 tickets guaranteed and a random chance of getting one of these. Either 1 ticket, 2 tickets, 12k boss stamps, or 300k relic fragments. Relic fragments here means that I may not buy this because I already have plus 10. I don't need relic fragments anymore. Okay. So this is the other package I've already bought where you just, instead of spending cash, it's actually 1,500 white pearls. Spending that gives you 1200 black pearls, 1 extra entry, and 2 of the lucky scroll 3 hours. So this is not too bad. I already bought this. It's actually better than the usual PoG extra entry using white pearls for us in Taiwan. And this, so this is the material I was talking about, the one that you need to use to enter the primer ruins. So now they have added the feature where you can actually use black pearls or white pearls to buy this instead of just farming from Muraka. So this is a bit of a pay to win factor already, since you can buy this and there's no limit to buying this. So you can buy this, and with the amount of ancient ruins that you have, I guess a Super Wheel or Megalodon can even pump the knowledge of their ancient ruins up to the max cap that we have right now, which is 400. I personally is not going to spend on this. Oh, okay, so for PoG, right, I think since season 5 we have been getting this where you get a special event shop related to PoG every time you get a new PoG season. And there's a lot of goodies that you can buy with black pearls or white pearls. So take for example, season 7 extra entry, you can just buy using 300 pearls, which is very very cheap. Because the usual price is like 700 white pearls for 2. The standard price once this event shot is over. So this is definitely cheap, because although it's 1, it's only 300 black pearls. Unless you have too many white pearls, and then you will deduct your white pearls first. And you also have the badges, 300 of the badges for this amount, 200 pearls. And then you have the boss stamps. So if you look here, right, the boss stamp percentage that we have is like 1 to 5. But what you guys have for the boss stamps and Tablet of Fortune, which I just reviewed in the PoG, sorry, not PoG, in the BDM Global video for this week, 20th October, it's actually 10 times. That's why I say the boss stamps and Tablets of Fortune is nice and worth buying. It's even better than the event that we have here, event shop that we have here. Okay. So other than that, we have 1000 ancient ruin tablets, we have 50% vaults, called some outfits, the weapon outfit and the normal outfit. There's a scroll that you can spend 80 per to return to the port in the ocean, but I personally did not buy this, because anyway there's auto routing back to the town. It's just a matter of waiting. So usually what I do is if I need to go back to the port while I'm out in the ocean farming, I'll just click go for you to go back to the port, and I'll just go like get a glass of water or just go to the restroom or something. It's not really worth to spend pearls on this. Okay, so other than pearls, you can use silver to buy stuff here. So you see here, 20 million silver is like 350% vaults. 50 totem for 100 million silver. I think this is actually very good. It's a very nice package. Then you have exchange certificate, you have Kelfa stars, 35k for 17 million silver. Magical essence 5000, restoration scroll 50. Anyway, the moment you get silver in any of the pearl shop, right, it's a 100% buy all kind of thing. Oh, and you also have social token, using social tokens to buy items here. So like one season 7 PoG extra entry ticket is 1000 social tokens. You can only buy it once a week. So it's a nice way to use up your social tokens. Kelfa stars, stamina potion, shadow knot, the item required to exchange for Hardum boss rush. And then you have orange or mythical grade black dark spirit energy chest, totems again, restoration scroll, 50% vaults. And then you have mileage, where you can use mileage to buy again the same kind of thing. Yeah, PoG extra entries, PoG badges, totems, outfits, boss stamps, ancient ruin tablets. So pretty straightforward. It's a very very valuable purchase. Most of the items are a must buy. Unless you're running low on that specific resource, then you can try to drop the boss stamps that you can buy daily. make sure that you buy all the weekly stuff. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so wow, this has been a really long video, half an hour. But it's also because I had to cover 3 weeks worth of content. So thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you guys next video. Bye.